So I bought these LED lights on eBay that were $6, and I thought they were very cheap in that they had a control box that actually has 8 different patterns of lights that it cycles through. So I'm going to demo the 8 different patterns that it has. So you could see on the blue light, I have it fixed. So this mode is just that it's always on. And on the yellow light, you'll see that it's actually fading in and out, and it has a pattern where it alternates by fading in and out. So I'm going to leave the yellow light fixed that way, and I'm just going to cycle through the blue light modes. So let me get started here. So the first mode is the always on. So this is going to be the second mode. And some of these modes actually take a good 30 to 45 seconds to go all the way through. Now this is the longest pattern. And this pattern combines all of the different patterns, which is low speed twinkling, alternating to high speed flashing. So you'll see it's alternating like a little bit now, but then it's going to start really flashing. So this is a combination of a combination of basically all 7 modes. So you'll see this is still the same mode where there's even fading at the end. So here it's cycling through, and this one will probably take about a good minute to go through. So here's the high speed flashing, and again this is the same mode. It's like the second mode, and again combining all the different modes. So here's where it starts fading. So this is again the combination of all of the different modes. So after it comes back in, it restarts the pattern again, which should be sort of like a low speed twinkling, if I could remember correctly. So soon it's gonna conclude the second mode. I'm just gonna wait a little bit so you could see the conclusion of this particular pattern. And again, you're looking at the blue light. So once it starts twinkling high speed again, I will switch over to the third mode. So you can see this is a very long pattern, and once again you could compare it to probably the most favorable pattern that I like, which is the one with the yellow light, which is just a slow fade, alternating fade. So yeah, so it's going through the fades now, and now it's restarting whatever cycle it had before. So I'm going to go to the third pattern now, after you've seen the second pattern. So this is the third pattern, which is the alternating twinkling to high speed flashing. So it's going to alternate, and then it's going to like really do high speed flashing. And again, some of these will get you into a seizure, you know, so alright, this is sort of like the medium timing flashing, and then it's going to go really high speed. I don't quite remember. Or maybe this is the high speed. So this is the third pattern. I'm going to go to the fourth pattern now. So this is the fourth pattern, and this will go into high speed flashing. Notice it begins with an alternating flashing. So I'm just really demoing all the different modes just to show you what you're getting here. So yeah, this is really the high speed flashing. So that is the fourth mode. And if you go to the fifth mode here, so this is the high speed flashing once again. So the fifth mode here is the fading in and out, which is what you see with the yellow light. So the yellow light is fading in and out, so that's what the blue light's going to do also. So the blue light is fading in, and the fade is not that all the lights fade in and out. It's they actually alternate the fade. So you'll see every other light is off, and now they're completely off, and then every other light is on again. And then every other light that wasn't on before turns on while the other lights turns off. So it fades in and out. So this is probably the most pleasant mode. So that's mode number 5. I'm going to go to mode number 6 now, which is the high-speed flashing. And this just flashes like that. I mean, it has some type of pattern to it, but to me, this will just cause seizures. So I'm going to just go forward to the 7th mode. So the 7th mode is a variation on the fade, in that all of the lights fade out and all of the lights fade in. So you notice all of the lights just faded out, and now all of the lights are fading in. And now we go to the 8th and final pattern, which is just high-speed flashing again. So this is the 8th and final pattern. So there you go. That's really all of the patterns. So if you buy this on eBay, again, these are the ones from China. They cost $6 and they have a control box. And the description might say there's 5 or 6 patterns, but there's actually 8 patterns. From what I can tell, it's fairly high quality. I did measure it with my watt meter, and no matter what mode it's in, it'll take 4 watts to run. So it's constantly, which is actually very low energy. So it's just 4 watts running these lights. And the length that you see here is actually a 30 feet. If you really stretch it out, it's 30 feet. But I have it strewn on the floor here is about 14 feet. So, it's going to curl and it's going to curve. So, you're never going to have the lights like totally straight and have it 30 feet. So you might have to buy a little bit more than you think, like one more string of lights. So, but all right, there you go. That's a review on these LED lights, and thank you for watching.